Mask on. Mask on. I've got my boiler suit. I call it a boiler suit. Boiler suit, as you would say if you come from Peterhead. Boiler suit, my boiler suit. You might say coveralls. But I notice a lot of people, I watch a lot of YouTube videos and people doing renovations and stuff, and they all wear like normal clothes, and I'm not used to that. When I'm working, I wear a boiler suit all the time, so that's what I wear, right? It makes sense. Right, got my gloves, got pliers for ripping up carpets with. Here we go. this has got to go as well. Luckily it's already been disconnected with the gas supply, so it's just a case of pulling it out and sticking it in the garage. I think. Fireplace out first, what would I make now? Ándale, ándale. Ándale, ándale. Hello, I am just editing this video about the carpets just now, and I realised that I've got footage missing from the end. My hard drives were all full up of heaps of videos, and I was juggling footage from hard drive to hard drive. I thought I had it saved on a different hard drive, so I deleted it completely for the other hard drive and from my main hard drive in the computer, and it wasn't saved. So you've lost a wee bit, just a wee tour around the end of the way it was with no carpet, no carpets in, and me filling up the van of carpets. It probably isn't interesting. Anyway, also I put up music on. Tell me if you think that's any good. I don't think it should be too repetitive. I just threw some loops together in Logic. Just threw some loops together and thing out. So it might get done by copyright, and I might have changed it by now anyway. So I don't know. We'll experiment. If you think the music is garbage, let me know. If it's too loud or too repetitive or whatever. Anyway, thanks for getting this far. Well done if you got this far towards the end of that tedious 12-minute video. Sorry, I quite like watching stuff like that myself. Right, we'll see you next time.